United Nations Human Rights Chief Volker Türk has condemned the escalation in deadly attacks by the Rwandan-backed M23 and other armed groups against civilians in East Democratic Republic of Congo over the past month. This comes despite the DRC government and the M23 group signing a declaration of principles in Qatar in July and agreeing to a ceasefire and to further negotiations towards a comprehensive agreement. This was preceded by the signing of a peace agreement in Washington D.C. This was between the DRC and Rwanda in June. The Human Rights Office has called on the signatories of both agreements to ensure real progress for civilians in the DRC.
The UN Human Rights Office condemns the escalation in deadly attacks on civilians by the M23 armed group in eastern DRC amid continued fighting despite the ceasefire that was recently signed in Doha. According to first-hand accounts received by our office, at least 319 civilians were killed by the M23, backed by members of the Rwanda Defence Force, between the 9th and the 21st of July in 4 villages in the Rutshuru territory of North Kivu province. This is one of the largest documented death tolls in such attacks since the M23's resurgence in 2022. Most of the victims, including at least 48 women and 19 children, were local farmers camping in their fields during the planting season. We also condemn attacks against civilians by other armed actors. We have documented multiple such attacks in the North Kivu, South Kivu and the Ituri provinces in July, including by the ADF and Codeco armed groups. All attacks against civilians must stop immediately, and all those responsible must be held to account. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Türk renews his call on all parties to the conflicts in eastern DRC to protect civilians from harm and to uphold all their obligations under international humanitarian law and international human rights law.